How's it going, everyone on YouTube? In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly what eBay dropshipping is, the very basics of it. So if you have no idea what eBay dropshipping is, this is the perfect video for you. Dropshipping is a very simple business model. And on eBay, this is how it works. So first, the customer will buy an item from you on eBay, and then you go onto a website like Amazon.com or Walmart.com or HomeDepot.com, and you purchase the item directly from that website, but instead of shipping it to yourself, you ship it directly to the customer. And you keep the difference in price. And that difference in price is how you make your profit. So as you can see, this is a very simple business model. If you know how to copy and paste and how to go onto a website like Amazon.com and purchase an item, then you know how to do eBay dropshipping. And I'll actually show you in a couple minutes how you can make that process even easier. But before we do that, I want to show you some of the pros and cons of dropshipping. So the pros are, first, it's going to be very low startup costs. So it doesn't require much money to get started, because just think about this. You don't have to buy the item from like Amazon.com or Walmart.com until the customer on eBay actually pays you. So you don't really need a lot of money to start up front. It's also logistically very easy because you don't have a lot of inventory in a warehouse and you don't have to worry about shipping. That's all done by the retailer like Amazon.com. Another great benefit along those lines is that you can do this anywhere in the world. Since you don't have inventory, you don't have a physical location, as long as you have a laptop and internet connection, you're good. You can do this anywhere in the world. Similarly, it's also low risk because you don't have a big initial monetary investment, and it's very easy to scale it up. The cons of this is that it's almost like too easy to get started. So there's going to be a lot of people coming in thinking, oh, I can do this too. I'm going to get started. And that kind of drives up the competition a little bit. The good news is that there are some pitfalls with this business that often get overlooked by new people. So that kind of weeds out the people who aren't willing to put in the work or to really learn how this business model works. If you can get past those hurdles, though, you can be very successful doing this. Another con of this business is that the margins will be lower. So because we're taking the items from another retailer, we can't mark them up too much, or the customer buying from us won't buy them. So you can only mark them up so much. So the margins are lower, and how you compensate for this is just by selling in more volume. So I sell hundreds of items a day on my website, on my eBay store rather, and that adds up very quickly, and that's how I make my profit doing eBay dropshipping. And finally, the biggest con of eBay dropshipping is just a lack of control. You don't have control over when the supplier ships out the item, over the inventory, whether they even send the right item. Now, luckily, there are some suppliers out there that are really good, have really good customer service. They ship the items out quickly. They ship out the right items. So if you get hooked up with the right suppliers, then you're good. Then this isn't really too much of a problem. Now, I know what a lot of you guys are thinking. You're probably thinking, is it really this easy? It can't really be this easy. But in fact, it really is. And I'll show you in a minute exactly how much money I'm making using this model. But let me show you real quick how it could be even easier than you think it could be. Because I want to show you some great software, most of it that's free or really cheap, that can make this process of selling these items on eBay go even faster. So I'm over here on Amazon.com and I just found a random item. This happens to be the microphone that I use for a lot of my YouTube videos and the microphone that I use in my course, which is about eBay dropshipping. But let's just say that I think this item will sell well on eBay, and I'm going to list it on eBay. Now, I want to put this out there right in the beginning so you don't get the wrong idea. You shouldn't list just any item on eBay. You have to do your research and know which items sell well, but let's pretend we've done that. We know that this item is going to sell well on eBay, so we want to list this item. So what I do is I come over to a software that I have called DSM Tool, and I'll put a link, my affiliate link to this software in the description of this video, because this is the best software I found for eBay dropshipping, because look how awesome this is. I come over to Amazon, I copy the URL, I come over to DSM Tool and paste it right here. Then I click this button that says import, and DSM tool does its magic. It's loading right now. And now once it's loaded, it's taken all the information from the Amazon listing and it's put it on this page. And then once I click this button that says publish, it's going to put all that information into a listing in my eBay store. So here's the title of the item. It's pulled it directly from Amazon. Now you're going to want to change this title and make it better, but we're not going to go into that in this video and why that's so important. But just know that it is important. You don't want to use the same title that they have on Amazon. But you'll just change the title real quick. It doesn't require too much work. This is the item. This is the price on Amazon right here, $79. And you're going to want to mark it up to make sure that you cover your eBay fees and your PayPal fees and also make enough for a profit. Let's just assume we're doing 21%. Don't use that number yourself until you do the research and know exactly how much you should mark it up yourself. But for this one, I know I can afford to mark it up 21% and be okay. And then it's filled in some of these specifics for the item, such as the UPC, the brand, the model number, things like that. And then it also pulls over all the pictures as well as this, the whole description. So this is what my eBay listing is going to look like. It's going to have the picture. Here, the title will come in. It will have the whole description from Amazon, everything. And so literally, I don't even have to copy and paste this from Amazon over to eBay. This tool does it for me automatically. And I want to show you something else that it does that's really cool. So these are the images that came from Amazon. And if I click this box all the way on the right, I can actually create a collage of all the photos. And I can do that by going like this, dragging these in. This one's kind of a collage anyway. All right. So the cool thing about this now is that this will be my image on eBay, which looks a lot different than anyone else's image because no one else is going to do a collage like this. So this will help me stand out from the competition. And then I click Add Collage. And then I'm going to make this my main photo by double clicking on it. And there, like, that's something that would normally take me like 10 minutes to do on like something like canva.com just because I'm very slow at that kind of thing. And this tool makes it go really, really fast to make an awesome collage like that. And then I'm coming down to the bottom, I'm clicking this button that says publish, and that's it. Now it's listing the item on eBay for me. It took me, like a minute to do it. All I would have to do is just scan it all over, make sure it looks good, change the title, and it lists it automatically for me. It's really an awesome tool. So I've come over to the eBay listing so you guys can check out what it looks like. Here's our collage. Here's the title, which again, you're gonna wanna change. Here's the price. And here's the whole picture and description right here, pulled directly from Amazon. Barely have to do any work at all for this. So here's the other cool thing about this program DSM tool is now the item is in its system. So if the price on Amazon changes, let's say it goes from $79 to $89, DSM tool will increase the price on my eBay store. So I won't be losing any money because this program is keeping up with any changes on it. And I literally have to do nothing. It just runs in the background. I don't even think about it. But once an order is actually placed, let's say someone actually buys this, check this out because this is really cool. I come over to my dashboard on DSM tool, and it tells me at the top I have 5 sold items waiting to be purchased. I click on that. So let's scroll down to one of the items, the one down here. And this is really cool. I'm going to come down here and click this button. That's going to copy the address and add it to a special clipboard. Then I'm going to click this A next to the picture. This is the Amazon symbol. Go ahead and click on that. It brings me to the item directly on Amazon, so I don't have to go searching for it. Now I'm going to click Add to Cart, and watch what happens. My hands aren't doing anything. This is all being automatically done by the DSM tool extension. It just went through the checkout process. It added the address to the order Now all I have to do is click place the order. I don't even have to copy and paste the address because it did it for me automatically. It's really that simple. So you can kind of see how simple this process really is, how fast you can really scale this, because you just have to keep adding more items onto your store. It grows, you sell more of them, and even though the profit might be a little lower than other business models, the profit is really in the volume that you sell. And let me show you exactly what my store has been doing with this business model. So these are my sales for only one of my eBay stores. I currently have 3 eBay stores. I just kind of spread out some of my inventory into different stores. You definitely don't have to do that as a beginner, and I suggest you don't. You put everything into one store, work on growing that one store. So this is one of my stores. As you can see, in the past 30 days, I've done $126,000 in sales, and this is actually a slow period for me. This is part of February and beginning of March of 2018. January, my volume was much higher. December, it was higher. November, it was higher. This is kind of slowed down a little bit, but not too much. So you can see exactly how fast you can scale up this store and exactly how much money you can make with this business model. So I hope you guys learned something in this video. If you're brand new to eBay dropshipping, I hope you now have a better understanding of exactly what it is and how it works. If you want to learn more though, I have 2 great resources for you. One is my paid eBay dropshipping course. It shows you everything you need to get started, everything you need to grow your store and scale your store. That's the first link in the description of this video if you want to check it out. If you're interested in some more free content though, the second link in my description is a free webinar that I gave that shows exactly how I find the profitable items to sell on eBay. So if you want to learn more about that for free, check out the second link in the description of this video. The first link will be the course, and the third link will be a link to DSM Tool, my affiliate link, if you want to check it out and get started using that today. So I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you want more great content like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.